Surprise! Hey guys, it's your Sassy Keto Nurse. I'm just jumping on here live tonight. I'm going to be on here for a little bit maybe. I wanted to talk to you guys about some stuff that I've been seeing on other sites, on my website, messages I've been receiving. So we're going to talk about eating to your BMR. We're going to talk about why calories don't matter except for eating to your BMR. And y'all excuse me as I look away for a minute. I've got to share this live if it pops up, because it should be on here, so that I can share it. Alrighty. I'm going to share it over to the group because nobody's seeing me. And then I'm going to start talking about some of these things that have been coming up that I've been seeing a lot of. So, number one, I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's been since the beginning of summer when I decided to put the lives on hold for a little while, and I've been answering most of the questions via email or private message. We have gotten a lot more members. We have 266 members as of today, which is just, guys, I just thank y'all. I thank y'all for sharing the group. I thank y'all for sharing with your friends. I thank y'all for getting the word out about this way of life and how it can benefit you. I am so excited that we are starting to grow. But now, I did put a post up today. It was about the YouTube channel. It just baffles me. I am baffled because I have 266 followers on the Sassy Keto group, but only 44 subscribers. And I know y'all are watching the videos. So make sure, guys, that when you go over and watch those videos, you know, I share them to the page when I post them. And when you go over and watch them, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that it subscribes, because what it does is it opens my YouTube up so that I can do more things. I get more options. I get more editing options. I get more benefits for the YouTube channel. Y'all are going to hear the computer dinging in the background. This is about the time of night that everybody starts messaging me and I start getting all my emails coming in. I've only been home for about an hour. So what I want to talk to y'all about, what I'm going to discuss tonight, and it probably won't be an hour long. It's probably only going to be a few minutes, but I want to talk to you about BMR. When you first start keto, you go to the TDEE calculator and you put in your information and you set your macros. And to do that, you get your TDEE and your BMR. Those are the only two things you need from that calculator, is those two numbers. You need nothing else. You don't need to know your BMI. You don't need to know what the macros are that's going to set for you. You just need your BMR and your TDEE. And here's why that is so vitally important. Y'all, if you're not eating enough calories to reach your BMR or your basal metabolic rate, things start to happen. Number one, your body thinks that you're not getting enough food. It's like, oh God, where are all the calories at? Why ain't I getting any food? And it goes into starvation mode. When that happens, it drops your BMR. It drops your metabolic rate. And so that starts to lower. And what happens when that starts to lower is it causes metabolic damage. Now, so many of us coming into the ketogenic way of life already have metabolic damage. Some even have metabolic syndrome. Some have been diagnosed with such. And the thing is that if you're not eating enough calories to meet your basic metabolic needs, what your body needs just to function, just so that you can breathe. When we talk about metabolic needs, we're talking about every single function in your body down to the cell level. You need to take in enough calories to cover those needs. Otherwise, you're going to be kicking yourself in the booty. okay? You're cutting off your own foot. Don't do it. Don't be scared of calories. This way of life is not a calorie restrictive way of life. That is the reason it is so easy for so many of us that have had trouble losing weight in the past, because it's not calorie restrictive. You get to eat the best foods. Oh my goodness, y'all, tonight I had, well, it started out as cracked chicken. Are y'all there? I'm not seeing who's there. It's not coming up. I see that I have viewers, but it's not popping up anybody's names. Make a comment, say hey, wave at me. But so it started out as cracked chicken, and I didn't read things right. I was in a hurry when I first come in from work, and I was hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. I just had my BPC this morning. I've been drinking my water all day, and I was ready to eat. And my daughter had called, and she said she was making cracked chicken for her husband. So I was like, ooh, that sounds good. So I came in, and I decided to make me some. Well, y'all, I didn't read the instructions. I just threw everything in the Instant Pot, because, you know, that's the easy way to do everything, is just throw it in the Instant Pot, hit a button, and walk away. So that's what I did. Well, I was not supposed to do that. Number one, I put too much water in it. Number two, I put the cheese in it when it was in the Instant Pot, and you're not supposed to. And number four, I didn't have any bacon, because I had left the house this morning and left I think I had like 5 slices of bacon left this morning, and one of my young'uns eat it. So I didn't have any bacon. Hey, Cindy. Oh, goodness, girl, I haven't seen you in forever. I watch you on Facebook, though. I keep up with you. You got some beautiful young'uns in that family. So anyway, so I threw it all in the Instant Pot. When I opened it up, I was like, oh, that's not good. Because it's supposed to, you know, when you get done with it, you're supposed to shred it with 2 forks, and it's supposed to come out like shredded pork, shredded chicken, that kind of thing, and then you can eat it on romaine lettuce leaves, or you can just eat it over a salad or whatever. Well, that wasn't happening. No, instead I had a soupy mess, and all I could think was, hey, let's turn this into something. So I had tried to shred it, and it wasn't shredding too good, and my cream cheese had not melted good. So I started shredding it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn this into chowder, because, you know, it's kind of thick. So I popped an immersion blender in there and just hit it about 5 times with an immersion blender. Y'all, oh my keto. It was so good. All right, now here's the thing. Back to the BMR. Quit being afraid of calories. Quit being afraid of fat. Fat is our friend, y'all. I know that we've been taught different than that all our lives. Let me take these off so y'all can see me. Fat is our friend. Fat is my best friend now. I would not have told you that a year ago. A year ago, I hated the fact that I was so fat and I was so unhealthy, and I felt like crud every day. But you know what? I don't feel that way anymore. Now, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm doing stuff, I'm getting out, I am walking, I'm going and doing things with my kids, I'm meeting friends at the lake. I'm just having a great time, and I feel good. I wake up in the morning, I'm ready to go. That's all because of fat, and it's all because I finally switched that. I flipped that switch, y'all, because when I first started, I was the same way. I'm a nurse. For me to take in that much fat and that much salt and all those things, it was very hard for me, but I did. Once I flipped that switch and I said, you know what, I'm going to trust this process. When I did, the lights came on, the angels sang, it was beautiful. Weight started falling off. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. The weight is not falling off at this point. It has slowed down quite a bit. I'm not losing a whole lot on the scale right now. But, you know, I want y'all to take a look. See this? My skin is beautiful for the first time since I was in my 20s. See my arms, my hands? Yo, I've got skinny people hands. I've never had skinny people hands. I've always had like sausage fingers. I don't anymore. I'm skinny in my hands. But, truth, first time in my life, I have bat wings. But here's the thing. They're not as bad as I thought they would be. And I can feel a difference almost every day. I wake up in the mornings and I can feel a difference. I can feel where my skin is moving. This right here, y'all, this is unbelievable to me. Look at my success pictures. Look at my before and afters. A year ago, I had 3 chins. I was like this. My chin sat on my chest. Now, look at this. I still have just a tiny bit down here, but I actually have to reach up and pinch it. Isn't that awesome? It's because of fat. Now, if you don't, why, thank you, Cindy. That is so sweet. Yeah, I can't see without my glasses, but that's very sweet of you. I've never felt better in my life. So, BMR. You want to make sure you're eating enough calories to your BMR. When you set your macros, always under 20 grams carbs. Okay? Total carbs that first month. Okay? And I know that is hard because it really does cut out just about everything. And 20 total carbs in a day is hard. But the truth is that I only use net carbs when I'm talking about vegetables anyway. But in that first month, I recommend doing 20 total carbs so that you can get yourself into ketosis as quick as possible and allow your body to become fat adapted, allow your body to switch over to become a fat burner instead of a sugar burner. And then you can start looking at net carbs on your vegetables, and you can up the vegetables a little bit. On your protein, I know that on some sites they have like a range that you can use. That's fine. That's fine for anybody that wants to use that. That is perfectly well. But I zone it in just a little bit more, and I use a calculation based on your height. For females, it's 45.5 grams plus 2.3 times every inch over 5 feet. So if you're 5'2", it's 2.3 times 2, which is 4.6, and you add that 4.6 to the 45.5. And you end up with your protein goals. Everything else up to your BMR and past. Y'all, your TDEE is how you maintain your weight. Your BMR is your basic metabolic rate. You want your calories kind of fall in between those, but it really doesn't matter. As long as you meet the BMR, I'm happy. I'm happy. When I set y'all's macros, when y'all pay me to set your macros, I set your macros very close to your BMR. I usually go probably between 50 and 75 grams, or 50 to 75 calories above your BMR. And I always want you to meet that. But if you go over on your fat, no big deal. And I mean that. I want everybody to understand that. I mean that. If you go over on your fat, no big deal. Because fat is what you use to meet your satiety needs. You use fat to keep you from being hungry. Now, in the first few weeks to a month, you're going to be a little more hungry than you will later. But you're not going to be as hungry as you were before you started this. When you're a sugar burner, you get hungry a couple of hours after you eat. When you're a fat burner, I'm telling you, I can go a couple of days as long as I'm taking in fat. As long as I'm doing some butter coffee or some butter tea at night, I don't have to eat. And I don't if I'm not hungry. That's how I end up doing extended fast on accident, because if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. My body obviously doesn't need anything. So, what happens if you don't meet that BMR? Your metabolic rate drops. You end up with metabolic damage. Your hair can fall out. Who wants their hair to fall out? Y'all, I love my sassy cut, okay? I love my sassy hair. Absolutely love it. Sunshine Burl is the best in the world. I absolutely love her. She keeps me sassy all the time. But imagine if my hair went falling out. That would be horrible. That would look horrible. Look at the gray, y'all. Lord. Your hair will fall out. Because your body needs protein. Your body needs those calories. And when it's in starvation mode and it thinks it's not getting any more food, Guess what it does? It shuts down all the stuff that is not vitally necessary, like hair growth, skin replenishing. So that's when you end up with the bumps and the rash and all kind of good stuff like that. Your gut. Yeah, your digestion will work, but it will slow. And you'll end up bloated and feeling icky. You get nauseous. You get heartburn. You have to eat to your BMR. Give your body what it needs to be able to do what it needs to do for the healing that is required for this way of life to work. So that was what I wanted to talk about tonight, y'all. I haven't been live in a long time, and granted nobody was on here but Cindy. But Cindy, I'm so glad to see you. It says I have 3 people on here, but nobody else has said hey. So I'm gonna go. I'm a little sassier tonight than I normally am. It's been a long day. I'm getting ready for my 30-year reunion in 2 days, and I'm going to be seeing all kind of folks that I hadn't seen in a while. And at my last reunion 5 years ago, I was large. So I'm excited to see everybody. I'm excited for people to see me. I never thought I would say that. I've never been one that wanted to get out and be seen, but I do now. All right, y'all. If you know anybody that needs to hear about this, and y'all, I've been seeing a lot of people asking questions about it. You know, I feel like I'm eating too many calories. I don't think I can eat this much fat. If you're talking to somebody, have them watch this video. I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to put it over onto the YouTube channel as well. Also, on the website, I made the acceptable grocery list very, very easy to get to. Go to the website. It's one of the posts on the homepage, so you can get right to it. If you have questions about the website or any kind of comments or suggestions about the website, the contact page on the website, if you'll go in there, it just asks you for your name and your email address, and you can make a comment. It comes straight to my email, and it's just like sending me an email. So if y'all go over to the website and you see stuff, because I'm not perfectly happy with it right now either, but this is my first time. I built the website myself, and I've never done that before for sure. So go over there, take a look at the website, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Just go to the contact page and let me know what you think about it. Get over to the YouTube. Y'all, 266 followers, and I ain't got but 44 subscribers. That does not make any sense. I cannot spend the time that is needed to do these YouTube videos if it's not building. And the thing is that those YouTube videos are the best thing in the world. People love to do the videos because it takes them 5 minutes to watch it and it's done. And they ain't got to read nothing. It's easy. So I need y'all to help me out here. Please go over to YouTube and subscribe. Plus, if you go over to YouTube and subscribe, you'll get a notification every time that I do a new video, and you can have a little leg up there. You guys have a great night. Hope you had a great 4th. I will see you again very soon. I am going to start doing the lives more often. So, I'll do some scheduled lives if y'all want me to, but you got to let me know. Love y'all to death. Y'all make my life. I am so glad I decided to do this. I will talk to you soon. Sassy Keto Nurse, signing off.